heroes here, 26.
It's also, versus Necro.
Very good.
Necro is all about getting your gun shot out if you're silenced this early. It's also, versus Necro.
Very good.
Necro is all about getting your gun shot out if you're silenced this early. It's also, versus Necro.
Very good.
Necro is all about getting your gun shot out if you're silenced this early. It's also, versus Necro.
Very good.
Necro is all about getting your gun shot out if you're silenced this early. It's also, versus Necro.
Very good.
Necro is all about getting your gun shot out if you're silenced this early. It's also, versus Necro.
Very good.
Necro is all about getting your gun shot out if you're silenced. Also, versus Necro.
Very good.
Necro is all about getting your gun shot out if you're silenced.
What they could be looking for. Their draft is so well rounded already.
It is.
Probably just a strong laner that doesn't suffer too much from a Prophet tiny dual lane potentially.
I was thinking something maybe like a... I don't want to throw it out, but I was going to say something like a Sven, because...
Sven is really good. Level 15 talent, you can dispel the Ghost Shroud as well.
Right, what are they forming?
Okay.
So we think
Safer.
Yeah.
And it's PL.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Phantom Lancer.
So that's the lane that they want to get to PL versus the back.
Alright boys, it's that time. One more time. 60 seconds of stats. Miracle to...
Unless they jump in first.
(15-10) record in games that end before 40 minutes, only 5-12 in games that go late, but there are two sides story, and that Matumbaman Brood is going to be the problem throughout. He is 7-1 on that hero in TI land play. Nobody else has more than 3 wins. Guys, the backs are against the wall for the North American team in the upper bracket. Paul, what do you think?
Thank you very much. Yes, good stuff. I'm glad he managed to elaborate in that. Time to head over to our commentary duo for game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. It's Syndra and Toby 1.
Well, what a game. Syndra and we were sitting here during the drafting phase, and you were like, we're going to have, actually, you went, we're going to have Brood Mother as the second pickup, and you were nailing every single one. You knew what Liquid were going to do.
It's a slight exaggeration.
Okay, you knew 3 out of 5 as they were coming up, but Liquid looked like they were almost predictable. OPTIC, like, are they in a good spot? Like, can they utilize this draft to force us into a game 3?
So what I think happened here is that Liquid are drafting a specific pattern that we saw during the groups, and they get these really good core matchups for their Batrider with the Earth Spirit that we've also seen in the... I'm just looking at, okay, what can OPTIC actually do in this position? They need a hero that can lane against that Bat. They need a hero that's also good against Brood. The last pick, Phantom Lancer, seems like a good choice, but it's also decent against... if it goes late, but can they get there? Do you see in the Brood of draw teams. So playing slow against Brood doesn't have the best track record exactly against this team.
It really doesn't, because the Broodmother just dominates the mid lane totally. And in the current meta, whereas this 2-1-2, bringing someone in to help out the mid lane normally means you're going to lose one of your side lanes. And then you've got two heroes to worry about. And then you still can't instantly deal with the Broodmother. They don't have great scouting methods for them. They can deal with what Brood throws at them. But beyond that, more questions start to be asked. But with Team Liquid, if they win this game, they're into top 6 for TIA.
Yep.
That's guaranteed position. That's the big advantage as well of being in this quarterfinal in the winners bracket. Top 6 at TI, you're already very satisfied. Obviously, Liquid though won't be satisfied until they've got the whole win. And a good start will be killing off PyCat.
Yeah, this is maybe all let's see.
GH starts. Rolling Boulder will connect. Kuro's got the magic missile. Doppelganger already. PyCat, which one's the real one? They can't work it out. They magic missile and attack the wrong one. He's just auto running to the left.
Nice bait.
Oh, it's just like, we're going to start this way with Optic every single time. Such a simple fight.
That's great. Yeah, I was gonna make a final comment on it. We don't really get to see it just yet, but this Ursa versus Phantom Lancer matchup is one we've seen a couple of times during the groups, I would say. And Liquid picking the Ursa in the position that they did, I think they were anticipating this Lancer pick. I think they were expecting that this would happen, and they're willing to take the risk. In my mind, Ursa is actually a decent hero against Phantom Lancer at specific timings in the game, just because Fury Swipes, once you get it on the real PO, he doppelgangers, it sticks. You can follow him very easily and bring him down with this heavy chase that they have from Earth Spirit and Batrider, and you can even swap him back in with the Venge. So I think it makes a lot of sense. However, later on, Lancer is a problem a lot of the time for this Ursa hero.
Yeah, because then there's just so many of them, they're going to be burning off the mana if he decides to go Diffusal Blade. Whole bunch of problems for him. Top lane, I think it's going to be a lot of problems for Optic Gaming. It's already the aggression of Kuro rolling
nice
Boulder.
block.
It's actually blocked by Zai. He's doing a lot of damage to GH. PP isn't much more to give apart from his life. The Nova does connect, but GH already beginning his sound. They've taken so much damage. Yeah, they've done first blood. If they can get more, the Earthshock comes in from Miracle. Remember, he went that level 1, but 33's Death Pulse, chasing him into the tree line. They need a little bit more damage, a little bit more reveal. The attack keeps the armor low from Zai, and with the Nova, they'll slow down Miracle, find the kill. There's still a pesky Earth Spirit behind the lines. And thanks to this being 1 minute into the game, the respawns are quick, and you know they're going to just open up again.
And what we have here is one of the situations that we haven't had very much during this tournament. It's actually a 3-1-1 setup for both teams. Currently, the Batrider playing a one-on-one against the Phantom Lancer. Optic did have to pay a decent amount of experience to bring down the Phantom Lancer to this bottom lane, but they do end up getting the lane matchup that they want. They don't want Ursa against that Lancer, and they definitely do want their Lancer against the Batrider. Necropos against Batrider, unplayable lane.
GH has already TP'd down towards bottom lane, so yeah, PL, not what he wants to have. He'll back up for now, away from ES. Thanks to the Dire Observer Ward that was already down from Optic, they're already very well aware of this rotation. That's when you got the flexibility of a hero like Nature's Prophet. Can bounce anywhere across the map. This Nature's Prophet can just change the balance of the lanes very quickly without having to rotate very early on. So now it's Miracle, who's not going to get much out of the lane. 1 CS in 2 minutes is the opposite of his game 1.
And Ursa's not really the greatest comeback hero. If you have an atrocious laning state, it takes a decent amount of time to catch up in that jungle position, so I'll see how it goes for him. So far, like you said, Optic have a pretty good grip on this top lane. Just, I think this matchup it's weird, right? The Ursa against Necropos, Ghost Shroud is amazing against Ursa, but at the same time, Ursa one of the hardest burst heroes. If you have Ghost Shroud on cooldown or you're stunned, Ursa can make quick work of you, but obviously Vengeful, they have no kill potential up here right now.
GH is in trouble, he'll Rolling Boulder up, PPD. As all great CMs do, it goes Frost Nova as well as the Arcane Aura, so Crystal Nova, sorry, then the Arcane Aura. So no Frostbite to stun him up. But at least makes GH burn his consumable. He's got 3 stick charges and the clarity to work with.
The thing I talked about last game with this Liquid team that they have...
but trouble for Zai. Kuro and Miracle opening up on him. Zai beginning the TP, and TP out!
Bottom lane 2.
Yep, they're going out. Multiple targets, PyCat. So Prophet escapes, PyCat will not. PPD now under the Firefly with Sticky Napalm on him. He's got Nova off cooldown now, so wants to turn around to at least dish out something as he'll salve up.
This is going to be one of those games that you see where if you have this view on Liquid that, oh, they just set up Miracle for the perfect game and he carries every game, that's not how this team necessarily works in their games. This time around, they have way more emphasis on getting Matumba Man on his Broodmother off to a good start, and Mind Control will be doing a lot of work. Bottom lane again, Firefly's up.
They really just want to keep going every time the fire's there. Great kick from GH, buying more time. PPD with a 3 sticky napalm charges on him, but Pycat, maybe he can get a revenge, and he will onto Mind Control.
That's a very important kill.
314 gold for Pycat, and obviously it's a support kill going the other way.
Yep. A lot of experience too. Mind Control in that situation wasn't before, so Pycat is kind of evening out the lane now as far as experience goes. On the gold, still a slight disadvantage, but he has a wave in his tower, so it's going to even out. Just this one exchange doing a lot for OPTIC in that bottom lane.
We haven't even really looked. Okay, we can look towards top lane as this is just a simple initiation go shroud as well as the bump, but that's why you've got that Earth Shock slow down 33. One more fist pump would do it, but 33, the movement speed with the Death Pulse. Miracle's real low, but he has the damage required to get the kill. Zion doesn't have the vision, so Miracle can just south back up again. While that was happening on bottom lane, was another kill onto PPD. Mind Control and GH copying a lot of damage, but they're there for the 5-minute bounty runes.
Crystal Maiden is a very slow hero. 277 move speed, PPD is nowhere near getting boots. So this Batrider Earth Spirit, just hyper-aggression, is difficult for the Crystal Maiden to deal with. Is this 4 runes?
It's 4 bounty runes.
Oh, that's bad news for OPTIC.
This is some really good money in for Team Liquid, and it's actually repaired a little bit of the damage of the network between CCNC and Matumbaman, because CCNC's been having a really great mid lane. Yeah, the CS looks a little bit better for the Broodmother, but CCNC's got majority of these as lane creeps, as well as a couple of extra spiders.
We've seen Matumbaman play this lane, I think, twice before this tournament, however, and if he plays against this Tiny, he's willing to lose a little bit. That's how the lane goes. He's just farming jungle and then getting the job done later.
A rolling boulder going in under the bottom lane. Pycat was able to doppelganger dodge it, so Mind Control and GH will not get the initiation they want, and OPTIC's been really posturing. It was Zai looking for the range harassment onto him to at least put him in some level of peril that Necro can make the most of. Something Ursa should probably be a little bit more scared of too is when that scythe is up for Necro.
PPD as well.
Great trap on bottom. They came in with a Sprout. Firefly from Mind Control had to be used to try and body block it up with the Treant. Won't happen. Pycat jumps in deeper. He's still got a lance as well as Doppelganger available. Lost vision for half a second. So Mind Control does return back to his tier 1 tower.
That is a rotation from OPTIC that they gain nothing out of, really.
Like,
and it puts Necro in this awkward position where he has to play a bit safer now. He can actually die up here now that Liquid know. Oh, they found Peter.
PPD.
Oh, Peter.
Well, this is a chance for the Malcolm Ward, especially when GH can land that 3-man kick. Mind Control has the fire right on top of him. They're going to kill up GH in return, but he actually gets the silence off. Doppelganger around. Mind Control have to slow him down. Zai already had 3 sticky napalm charges on him. PPD will arrive. He's got Frostbite available, but he just can't close the distance. Pycat needs to slow down Mind Control with the lance to then bring PPD closer, but even then it's 276 versus 277 movement speed. Now you got Nova, but Mind Control's got the distance and the 1 charges to survive.
And GH brings in the Tranquils and refills the bottom. So it looked like, okay, at least they got some good pressure out. Nope, PPD's not going to be expecting this.
Rolling boulder back in again. PPD was at least able to dodge the rolling boulder in, but it's just going from bad to worse for him. He's 0 now for 5. Again, being the majority of Liquid's kills.
It's a really, really hard game for Maiden, to be fair, in this early game when you get this laning. Phantom Lancer is good against Batrider, but this exchange of just the supports being in the lane, Maiden is food for this dual lane.
Zai looking to try and engage. 33 is really close to level 6, but he's too far off. He needs more creeps to die. So now the attack comes in from Miracle. Ghost Shroud's still available, but he's already burned his stick charges. Doesn't have Death Pulse up just yet, so Kuro keeps the vision up as, Miracle wants to salva, get back into the fight, but level 6 is there, but there's no mana for the Reaper's side. Prophet has to come back in again. Miracle just can't try and get away from these Treants, but then the stun is there from Kuro. Zai's arriving. Sprout, can he actually lock up Kuro? The distance, the side is up. Kuro won't die to this, maybe the last attack. It is there from 33. The regeneration gets to arrive. That's why he pops up the Ghost Rod. And Miracle losing armor, but that burst damage! Almost bringing down Zai, but it's a big kill for 33. 2 of them, in fact.
Such a close game. Maiden Aura. That's that global clarity. It actually made the difference. 33 got his Reaper in time.
Oh, bottom lane. Hey, at
Oh,
least
no,
Maiden
not
can
again.
stay alive for a little bit longer. No, he's okay.
He's fine this time.
There's too much harassment actually coming in to mind control when he goes in this deep now. Should have also flagged that mid lane tier 1 tower was
CCNC
brought
got the
down by
tower.
CCNC. This is closing up the area that Matubman has to play in. Obviously, you can still move very fast inside of the webs.
This is what you want to do if you're playing against Brood. If you can't hunt Brood and kill it, at least put pressure on the tower constantly so you get something out of it. Either Brood has to go back and defend, which costs farm, or you just get that free map control. And very nice from
CCNC 's
CCNC.
coming for him.
Oh, he's not going to find him here. It looks like he's waiting for it, but Matumba.
GH. They're going again on bottom lane. Pycat's going to use his doppelganger, just trying to get away. It's a good